Episode 13. My Bedroom. Hello and welcome to Listen to Stories. This is a simple story for English learners. Today our character is Adam, and his story is about his bedroom. Listen carefully and enjoy the story. My name is Adam, and today I want to tell you about my bedroom. My bedroom is my favorite room in my apartment. It is the room where I start my day and end my day. And for me, it is the most important room in my home. My bedroom is not very big, but it has everything I need, and I like it that way. I do not like too many things in my bedroom. I like it simple, clean, and calm. Let me tell you about everything in my bedroom. The most important thing in my bedroom is my bed. My bed is in the middle of the room, against the wall. It is a big bed with a dark blue cover and 4 white pillows. I love my bed very much. Every night when I get into bed, I feel like the whole world disappears. Just me, my bed, and the quiet. I have a very important rule about my bed. I only use my bed for sleeping. I do not eat in my bed. I do not work in my bed. I do not watch videos in my bed. Only sleeping. Because of this rule, every time I get into bed, my brain knows it is time to sleep, and I fall asleep very quickly. Next to my bed, on the left side, there is a small bedside table. On the bedside table, there are 3 things: a small lamp, a glass of water, and a book. Every night before I sleep, I turn on the small lamp and I read for 30 minutes. I do not use my phone before sleeping. The blue light from the phone is bad for sleep, so I read a book instead. And after 30 minutes, my eyes feel heavy and I fall asleep easily. On the right side of my bed, there is a window. My window faces east. East means the direction where the sun rises in the morning. So every morning, the sunlight comes through my window and wakes me up naturally. I love this. It feels like the sun is saying, "Good morning, Adam. Time to start your day." I have thin white curtains on my window. They let the light in, but give me a little privacy. In summer, I sometimes sleep with the window open a little. The night air comes in and it feels wonderful. On the wall opposite my bed, there is a big wardrobe. My wardrobe has 2 doors. Inside, everything is very organized. On the left side, there are my work clothes: shirts, trousers, and jackets. On the right side, there are my casual clothes: t-shirts, jeans, and comfortable trousers. And at the bottom, there are my shoes. 4 pairs of shoes: work shoes, casual shoes, sports shoes, and 1 pair of old shoes I keep for gardening. Above the wardrobe, there is a shelf. On the shelf, there are some boxes. In the boxes, I keep things I do not use every day: old letters, photographs, and some things from my childhood. Sometimes, on a quiet Sunday, I open one of the boxes and I look at the old photographs, and I remember good times from the past. On the wall next to the wardrobe, there is a mirror. The mirror is tall. Every morning, I stand in front of the mirror and I check how I look before I leave for work. I want to always look clean and professional at work. On another wall, there is a small desk. I do not use the desk very much. Sometimes I sit there to write in my journal. A journal is a notebook where you write your thoughts and feelings. I write in my journal 2 or 3 times a week. I write about my day, my feelings, and my plans. Writing helps me think more clearly. On the desk, there is also a small photo frame. Inside the photo frame, there is a picture of my family: my father, my mother, my sister Lena, my brother Kareem, and me. We are all smiling in the photo. It was taken 3 years ago at a family lunch. Every morning when I wake up, I look at that photo, and it reminds me of what is most important in life. The floor of my bedroom is wooden. I like wooden floors because they are easy to clean. Next to my bed, there is a small, soft rug. The rug is gray and very soft. Every morning when I get out of bed, my feet touch the soft rug first. And that is a very nice feeling. The walls of my bedroom are light gray. I chose gray because it is a calm color. It helps me feel relaxed when I'm in my bedroom. I have no posters or pictures on the walls, just the mirror and one small clock. I like the walls to be clean and simple. The clock on my wall is very important. It wakes me up every morning at 6:30. I do not use my phone as an alarm clock, because if I put my phone next to my bed, I will look at it before I sleep, and that is bad for my sleep. So I use a real clock, simple and effective. Before I sleep every night, I do the same things in the same order. First, I check that the door is locked. Second, I turn off all the lights in the apartment except my bedside lamp. Third, I get into bed and I read for 30 minutes. Fourth, I put my book on the bedside table. Fifth, I turn off the lamp. And sixth, I close my eyes. And then, in a few minutes, I am asleep. My bedroom is dark and quiet. The curtains are closed. The clock is ticking softly on the wall, and Adam is sleeping, ready for a new day tomorrow. Thank you for listening to this story. I hope you enjoyed it today. Subscribe to Listen to Stories for more stories. See you in the next episode.